Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to our virtual class. Today we'll be working on our single stick fundamentals. Let's get started. All right guys, let's go ahead and bow in. So let's go through 1 through 7. My numbering system, 1 through 7. Okay, so you're in your fighting stance, hands on your chest. Okay, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, if you can lateral step with that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You have to remember that, a numbering system is just a routine set of patterns. The idea is to eventually break away from those patterns so that you're able to adapt to any line of attack that comes at you. Okay, that's called line familiarization, to be able to get used to different lines of attack. But you have to start somewhere. So you first learn how to attack with those lines, then you learn how to deal with those different tactical lines by understanding and learning body mechanics. That's key. Okay, just remember that is key. So keep that in mind when you're doing your training. That's why we have to perfect our lines. That's why we need to look in the mirror when we do practice our 1 through 7, so that we can get used to seeing visually what it looks like when somebody attacks us with a number, with an angle 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever angle it is. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, now we're gonna do some with ticks. Okay, so how does a with tick work? We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna do the right side and then the left side. Okay, we're gonna do ones. With tick, with tick, with tick. Okay, with tick, with tick, with tick. 3 with ticks at a time. It's a 3 burst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do this side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're gonna do it from this angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now this angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so those are the with ticks. Now we're gonna go to redondos. All right, so we're gonna do 2 redondo, two burst redondos. I call them bursts. Okay, so the first redondo we're gonna be doing is the vertical redondo. So remember, the stick comes up and we go vertically down. So you need to cut straight down. Okay, make that line nice and straight. Does that make sense? Make that line nice and straight. Very important that you maintain that straight line. Okay, and you make sure you bring your weapon all the way up high. Why? Because this is a cut through. Okay, this is devastating if you use this at the right time. Weapon comes up and cuts straight down in a center line, straight line here. Okay, so here we go. All right, so now we're gonna do redondos on the other side now. okay? So what's gonna happen is you're gonna do the straight line, okay, and you're gonna bring it back here. You see that? So you're gonna do 2 bursts just like before, okay? So make sure that we bring the stick up, rotate the upper body to where the attack's gonna be, and then as you do, you rotate the body, not the shoulder, okay? The shoulder just, all it's doing is just lifting, bringing it to where it needs to be. The body takes the body and moves it this way. A lot of people try to move their shoulder, they try to twist their shoulder back. That's not the way it's supposed to be done. So I twist my top half, okay? And I put my stick back on my shoulder here, okay? And I rotate, doing the attack, okay? So here we go, 2 bursts. Let's get started. Got some warm-ups done. We're gonna do now, we're also gonna do Aubernicos, okay? We're gonna do this in 3 bursts, okay? We'll start off, when we do these, we're gonna do it diagonal this way. You see that? So as if you were doing a number 1, the Redondo is cutting at those lines, okay? Now the stick is going over my head. So if I do it at an angle, I wanna show you what this looks like. So I go here, 1, and I go over my head. So make sure you don't hit yourself in the head, obviously. You gotta lift the stick up high, your fist up in the air, and go at a diagonal, just like that, okay? So here we go, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, okay? Let's get started, here we go. All right, so good. So now we're gonna do the other side now. So we're gonna be on this, at this angle here, you see? And I'm gonna go at this, so as if I did a number 2, okay? Remember, it's above your head, take your fist up in the air, and you're gonna strike here, and then here, see that? All right, so we're just doing diagonal. I think of it as a number 1 and a number 2 angles of attack, even though you're hitting on each end of that slice, if that makes any sense, okay? So we go 1, just like this position here. So just take your stick, put it up in the air, and we go here, just like that. All right, let's go and work it now. 3 bursts. All right, so now that we got through some of the basics, okay, this should be something that you should be doing every single time when you start your warm-ups. You should have a warm-up for every type of martial art style that you do, or whatever it is that you're doing. Doesn't matter if it's single stick or single knife or double stick or double knife, doesn't matter. Empty hand, all that stuff. You should have a warm-up you got to get your joints warmed up, oiled up, you know, like gears, you know. You got to warm up your body before you get started. Ideally, the progression goes like this. You warm up your joints and everything before your workout, and you stretch at the end of your workout. That's very important, okay? I hope that you guys follow that, because if you stretch before you work out, what happens is it fatigues your muscles. Because think about it, if I'm going like this, what do you think I'm doing to my muscles? They're doing micro tears. Well, when you micro tear your muscles, that fatigues your muscles so that they don't perform as well when you are actually trying to perform, okay? So that's why you do these micro stretches at the end of your workout, because your muscles are there's blood flowing inside the muscles, and the body is able to, stretch out, and the blood flow helps with those micro tears, and the muscles are able to stretch farther and greater because you've been able to get a nice blood flow to your body. The only time I would say you could stretch before a workout would be is if you did a run, or you went and you did something first and then you did your stretches. You can stretch in between, but you still will receive some amount of fatigue if, let's say, you you did your warm of your joints, you went for a 3-mile run, you came back and you started doing your martial arts training, you would definitely still feel a fatigue, obviously from the actual run, but also if you stretched, you would still fatigue your muscles. Do the research, don't take my word for it. I always tell everybody, you know, I'm just trying to help you guys, give you guys the best information that I've got at the time. I try to keep myself read up, you know, I keep myself educated about the best ways to work out, the best ways to deal, you know, work with your body to get the most efficiency from it. That is so important. Okay, we're martial artists. I think a lot of us call ourselves martial arts scientists because we really truly are. We're physical scientists, we're mental scientists, and we're spiritual scientists. We're philosophers. Okay, that's very important that we educate ourselves in all different areas. You guys did a good job today. Keep up the good work. Practice this. Do this video several times. Okay? Make sure that you spend time learning it and doing it and practicing it. Okay? So let's go ahead and bow out. All right. Thank you guys. You guys have a great day.